Howdy howdy, I'm Scovian, and today we're going to find some gold with a Batea pan. Jesse's been digging a big hole right here, and we're thinking about extending the hole out this way.
Yeah, it's definitely a piece of gold.
You might want to come underneath from the downriver side up to it, so you're not changing the flow, and then suck it back.
It's not coming off.
Really? Oh, it's really stuck in, huh?
It's in there.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Gold before I've even started shoveling. That's a first for me. My first test pan. My second test pan. My third test pan. A much larger piece of gold, but still roughly the same spec count. I like the third test pan the most, so I think I'm going to try out the Batea pan right there. So a Batea pan is much larger than a regular gold pan. It also doesn't have any riffles. So instead of doing a side-to-side shake and washing your material off, it's all about circular motion, and you're supposed to be able to rip the lighter stuff off the edges of the pan. There's also this little dimple here. Your heavier items, your black sand, your gold, your lead, should all collect down here at the bottom of this pan. Keep it safe. We got Jesse over here working with the crevice sucker. We got Rodney in the background doing some sniping, and I'm gonna be pulling out the Batea pan. Okay. I don't really know how to use this thing, so there's gonna be a lot of trial and error. I'm just gonna start with the spinning motion. Actually, let me make sure this is all stratified real quick. Okay, I'm gonna start with the spinning motion, see what that does. I'm getting some material off, not very much. Maybe if I that kind of just felt weird. Clear up my water so I can see a little better. I'm trying to figure out how to get this tail going. There's supposed to be a little tail coming off, flying off the edge of my pan. That's looking better. That's getting the rocks off, that's good. So go back to shaking and kind of just like a push and pull with my thumbs, almost. That it doesn't fully look right, but it's getting the most material off. Keep trying this and see if it gets us anywhere. to figure out how to keep it more submerged when I do that. Can I do that underwater? Not as well. This cannot be the right technique. Although I'm getting down there, I'm getting down to my concentrates at least. Come on. They say you're supposed to be able to clean up in this thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Got the material down to about a cup or two of material left. Let's put this in a regular gold pan. Whoa! See if there's any gold in there. I didn't have any larger flakes in this pan, but the speck count is around where I'd expect it to be, so I don't think I'm losing any gold. That's a good sign.
Stay hydrated.
Got this down to a reasonable amount of dirt left. I am not gonna try to go any lower than that. I don't trust myself quite yet. Speck count's still holding up. I'm starting to like this pan. I can see myself getting pretty quick with it if I have enough practice.
Oh boy, it feels so good though.
Now the gold down by the water is very small, and there's not a bunch of it. Now, at least not until you get to bedrock. I was digging down there because it was easy and it was consistent gold. I was able to test myself and see whether or not I'm losing any material. Now I want to move up here. Up here, there's a ton of black sand, and there's a lot of really fine gold in every pan. The speck count's going to be really high, and I think it's going to be really difficult to deal with this in the Batea pan. I'm going to try my best and hope for the best. A lot of the material up here is just shards of bedrock, and I don't think those are going to work very well in the Batea pan. So I'm using a 1/8 inch classifier, bumping down to a really small classifier, see if I can get as much of this bedrock shard out of my pan before I start panning. If I can hold on to this high of a speck count and this small of pieces of gold, I think I'm doing something right with the Batea pan. I'm going to try to do a little bit of production panning, see how that works out. Oh, my back. Oh. I'm gonna do some chiropractic work at the river.
I probably need a quick adjustment myself. Hard work, man.
I'd say that's about full. I'm finding that the best method that works for me is to start off with really tiny circles to get everything stratified. And when you have a bunch of material, switch it to a big circle and it'll kind of rip some material off. Once I get down more to the middle of my pan, about half of it left, it seems like I have to start rotating the pan almost. And the hard part here is making sure I get water back into my pan, otherwise it seems like all of my water disappears. Still need to work on my technique a little bit, but I think I'm getting it down. Last pan of the day, let's make it a good one. Then we can see what kind of gold I've been collecting. Got a nice big old pan of black sand here. Let's go home, get this cleaned up, see what kind of gold I found. So, what are my thoughts on the Batea pan? I honestly thought this was a very good pan. I was able to fit a lot of material in here and I was able to get through it very quickly. I was actually very impressed with this pan. I wasn't sure I was going to like it very much, but it was very quick and it was very simple to use. There's a small learning curve, getting used to the circular motion instead of the shaking back and forth for me. But it was a very quick pan, and I honestly think I could get through more material using this than I can with a traditional sluice box. Not by much, but I think I could get a little bit more material out. The only downside to the Batea pan was it hurts your back a lot when you're using it. Now if I was sitting down in the water or I had a chair to sit on, things might be a little bit different. But as of right now, it kills my back quite a bit. Overall, I thought this was a wonderful pan. It would be great for production panning, just trying to get through as much material as possible, especially going through overburden, getting down to the bottom. You're able to get through a lot of material with this thing. I honestly thought it was a great pan. If you'd be interested in a Batea pan for yourself, I'll leave a link down in the description where you can find one. And if it gets really hot, it makes for a great hat too.